What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to.
Hello, welcome to the Grace the Gardens podcast. I'm your host, Customs Terrell. The topic at hand today is all things relationships. So let's get into it. I'm going to introduce my first guest. Well, starting with.
Hello, I am Jamiski Clark, and I'm from Texarkana. Thankful to be here.
I'm Devonte Hamilton from Texarkana. I'm happy to be here.
I'm Zayy Ticket. I'm from Texarkana as well. The trenches, to be exact.
Let's go. I appreciate y'all for doing this, and let's get into it. So I'm going to be a little petty and ask this question.
Petty.
Is cuffing season over? Because, listen, Texarkana don't know what they want to do. It's hot. It's cold. You wear some shorts. You wear
Ain't that the truth?
A hoodie. Like, what we doing? So it's cuffing season over, y'all. It's cuffing season over.
Definitely not. I don't know, though. It kind of depends on who you ask. I don't think cuffing season over. I think people like the notion of being outside, but
No, for real.
deep down,
For real, they
They
really
want to be
ain't outside.
deep down, people really want to be
No, for
cuffed
real.
up, but they
they
want to
really
carry
do.
this outside image. I don't think it's dead.
I agree with you. I don't think that it's over either. I feel like that, to each his own type thing. But, you got some that actually, like, they're in a relationship, but they don't want to be known to be in a relationship. So they're going to go outside and act like they ain't in one.
Well, not for sure, but like, I just think that like it ain't over. It all depends on who you want. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on like the person that you choose to be with. Because I just think like cuffing season ain't never over. It just whenever you're ready to be cuffed. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm in the process of getting cuffed right
exactly, bro. I'm locked down. What you talking about? I wish I would say I ain't
I'm
cuffed.
locked
I'm
down
locked
too.
up.
So, I mean, hey,
So-
to each his
so for
own.
sure.
So all y'all in a relationship?
Bro, I ain't.
And I am.
now. Not officially, but
What you call it, Zay?
working.
It's the work in
towards
So
progress.
it.
what's
Yeah.
the hard part
Working
about
towards
what's the?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, that's your choice though. Like, what's
I'm
the-
be honest. I think right now the hard part is like me. Like when I look back at my last relationships, I'm like, I gotta look in the mirror. I gotta fix some shit. Some shit ain't right with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me fix this first before I bring another female. You know what I'm saying? I think, cause it's like I'm 28. I ain't trying to keep doing this toxic shit.
Nah,
and
for sure.
forever. Like I said, you say you locked in.
Yeah.
Trying to get on that level.
Well,
you know
just
what
the
I'm saying?
deal though, like for me, it's like I was on the same thing, not thinking about nobody. But at the same time, it's like I allow myself to let a person in my life to help me. Because at the same time, it's like, I know as men, we gotta get our life together and help, I gotta do this myself. But at the same time, like if I'm building my house and I got a brick and she say, hey, give me a brick too, that means she wanna build with me.
Yeah.
And it's just like I can't sit there and deny what God got for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're blocking my blessing because at the end of the day, like by yourself is cool, but
Stronger
when
together.
she help you
We
with your
stronger
stuff,
And
together.
see, that's how I knew I was damaged. Because I wasn't allowing people to, I was in that, and I wasn't allowing the help. So that's why I said I'm in that season of looking in the mirror. Because as far as like what I got going, I feel like it's legit. It's just up to me not to fuck it up. So before I, commit to her, I got to commit to myself.
so yeah,
And basically,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That make a lot of
basically-
sense though.
Yeah, basically that's just me saying, you know what, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to,
Yeah, that makes
hurt
sense.
another soul.
For sure.
Yeah, that's very mature, for you to recognize that you need some change and you need to work on self before you try to bring somebody else into your mess. That is so mature.
I respect
I ain't
that.
trying to be a heartbreaker no more.
No, that's
listen,
funny. Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
the next question is for y'all. What's your guys' definition of being a man? And I ask that because it's so broad of a man.
is.
Like, is it like somebody that's gonna work, pay the bills? Is it somebody that's gonna open your? I don't know. Like, what is a man? And what standards are you looking towards to answer that question?
Well, for me, like, what's my definition of being a man? It's like, I'm biblical, right? So I'm trying to follow the ways of God of how I can be the best man of God I can be, right? So for me, it's like I look at a man not by materialistic things. Like anybody can go get money. Anybody can have a car. Anybody can have a house. Anybody can have it. But I think if the character of the man is what's important, like, is he a leader? Can he teach? Mm-hmm. You know, is he gonna pray? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the inner person, inner man in him to actually be one? Because anybody can go out here and get money, do all the other stuff. But just for me, it's like when I look at see a man, I see two things. And just based off of my studies of the Bible, it's like I look at royalty and kingship, and I look at priesthood. And I just look at how a king, first, before you become a king, you gotta be a priest.
That boy dropping gems on
And then, so when you become a priest,
pastor.
when you become a priest, you know, when you become a prince inside a kingdom, you gotta be taught how to be wise. You gotta be trained. You gotta sit under
But
somebody.
listen, to do that, you just said something very, very great. You have to be taught. Like,
You gotta be taught.
I have yet to see a healthy man teach. I just see men.
And see, not to cut you off,
No,
I'm
it's
so
fine.
sorry.
No,
But I'm glad that's why. See, I'm glad. I could tell right now we kind of come from two different sides of the fence. See, me, common sense, and I feel like I got some natural wisdom. So
100%.
as far as like what is a man, you know, the protector, provider, can he lead, you know what I'm saying, all that, and be whole within himself. But see, as far as being taught, see, where I'm from, that's really non-existent. I think
That's
like
what I'm saying. Thank you.
your version of a man, where I come from, is, you know, a dope boy. And when you get older, you realize how misled you was.
True.
And at this age, now I'm unlearning all of
you
that
have to
shit.
you gotta renew yourself. Yeah,
And me and my partner, we talk about this from time to time, but you have to like dig deep. Then you got to start visiting, you know, all them old traumas. Everything that you thought was a man, you got to go and
That's true.
dig up, you know, bad
pull up
seeds,
them
basically.
roots.
True that.
Pull up,
You gotta pull up them
exactly.
roots.
And then you got to implant new and better roots. And for me, it take a lot of just being alone. Because I don't,
Stubborn. You stubborn.
I'm very
you
much so.
stubborn.
No,
Very
for
much so.
facts.
Take a lot
Yes.
of being alone and looking in the mirror. And it's crazy because it's like, as me, like I said, I didn't have a father figure. So I had no choice but to
Figure it out. You know.
pray. That's what praying though. And
Yeah.
that's why you think I'm back in the church now and looking to God. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's why I'm glad that he was talking about this relationship subject. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I needed this.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Pastor
We
K.
in the
Baby,
that's
Radio
priesthood.
Yeah,
TXK.
shout out, man.
Because, hey, that's
Pastor
priesthood
K.
in a
Shout out
way.
to Pastor.
KJ.
No, 100%.
That's
no.
priesthood in
but,
a way.
But for me personally, like I had a father in my life. I had great men in my life that actually grew me, but at the same time, I wasn't submissive to them. Like I didn't listen to them. I still was stubborn. So it's like at the same time, it's like, yeah, I had men, but it's like I felt like that they didn't know my journey, even though that, you know, I had them. Now I had the men that tell me, oh yeah, do football, do all, you know, all
Yeah.
the sports and stuff like that, typical, you know. But at the same time, I still had to figure it out on my own. So it's like my stubbornness and not submitting to authority caused me to make bad decisions. So it's like same, it can still work on both sides of the
And
fence.
see, you had what I always wanted.
Me too.
Like, I needed that
Yeah,
leadership.
You did.
I needed that. Well, so I thought I did. I'm like, damn,
Gotcha.
but in the hood, you know, it ain't really working like that. You know, we got each other. But I used
The blind leading the blind.
blind leading the damn
Blind
blind.
leading the
But
blind.
that's why I give myself so much grace. Because it's
That's
like,
good. That's good.
I
You
ain't
agree.
gonna lie. I be looking in the mirror. I be like, Zay, that shit wasn't cool. I look at my past relationships. I'm like, nah, that shit ain't cool.
No, for
you know
real.
what I'm saying?
For sure. And I'm with you on that,
Yeah.
man.
So-
Yeah, go ahead.
Switching to another question. How has dating been for y'all, like the pros and the cons? Because, I mean, I know a little bit about your past. I grew up with you. I really don't know. He's so private, y'all. He's so private. I don't know nobody he done
But
been
to
with.
be honest, I've been like that too, though.
But I'm nosy.
But thing is, you've been around my life, though.
was-
That's a
I'm
difference.
nosy.
Ain't nobody else new stuff but you. She was like, she'll come over. So what you got up for the date, man, bro? What she do? So like, she'll always be there every time I
I'm in the
did
mix.
stuff.
So, like chime in, friend. How has relationships been for you, like the pros and the cons?
Well, pros and the cons, and it really be challenging.
Girl, I've been putting it on him. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now.
Cut it straight.
I've been putting it on him.
All right.
I've been putting it on him.
And have. And that's why I've
It
been in
is
this
what it
thing
is.
3 years strong now. 3
Hey,
years strong.
hey, that's- hey,
so
hey,
I
it
mean,
is.
and it really it does have its challenges, because you gotta get to that point where you get to know one another, and that getting to know one another can really, really, really be something. Because you gotta learn what this person don't like. They gotta learn what you like and don't like. And then y'all have to sometimes come to an agree to disagree on certain things, and so it's all in the process of learning. And so you have moments where everything is really good and all is going well, and then you have moments where, dang, because I done had plenty of moments
I'm
where
finna
we've been
slash
about
this
to throw
man
in the
ties.
towel. No, I ain't that kind of toxic.
I'm sorry.
But I have
That's
had,
that toxic.
I have
Flashback.
had moments
Flashback
where,
me too.
I've been
Bro,
wanting
I
to
was
I
there
would
for
want
that
to throw in the towel a few times because, I don't want to do this no more.
That was funny, bro. Bro.
Oh, we gonna get to
Bro,
that.
no, we'll get there,
No,
bro.
I
ain't- got your time
I ain't that kind
No,
of toxic.
bro, all four.
Because I don't
Not
want
two,
Now, I
four.
have had my tires slashed by a man.
That thing that good.
I have. It is. But I have had my
Boy,
tires
man,
slashed
that's
by my
dangerous, boy.
ex-husband.
You dangerous.
Y'all
So,
see my window when I pull up?
I did.
I ain't see.
You,
I did.
Oh,
I was,
okay.
you would have
He said,
what's your
okay.
window
I was
down?
gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you what
Yeah.
happened, Fred.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah, that's from a past relationship, but
Ooh.
yeah, I didn't
You've been
experience
through
it.
something. I
Why
did too.
why people fuck with the cars though? Like,
Something that you
Because they
cherish the
feel like
most.
that's right. They feel
How
like
you
that's
gonna
something that
How you
You
gonna
care
get
about?
around?
yeah, they feel like that's what you
I've been thugging it hard out that little hole now.
Yeah, see, they
Nah,
know.
for real.
They know if
Nah,
they can't
for
get
real.
to you, they
That's
gonna get
funny.
to what you got. If I can't get to him, I'm gonna go for what he love the most.
Burn my clothes.
See,
My
listen.
car.
Wait. Because that's the next question.
Oh, okay.
How has relationships been? With
Pros
you?
and cons.
Pros and cons.
Boy.
'Cause the next question, that's where it's gonna be. Ooh.
No, but so this is the deal. I learned a lot from my decisions when it came to relationships. Obviously, you've been around my life for a minute now. But it's like, man, I just feel like that I wasn't healed enough to deal with a relationship, to be honest. I was just trying to fill in the gaps.
That right there.
You know what I'm
Me.
saying? Because for me, like, it's like, I just feel like, okay, yeah, this girl hurt my feelings or whatever. But at the same time, I hurt their feelings too. Like, I can't sit there and put something on other people when I'm not as innocent as what I feel myself to be. So at the same time, I take ownership in myself, in my life. Feel like, okay, look, I didn't even know my identity. Let me know me first. And then secondly, with them, hey, look, I forgive them. Man, they're going to be great women in life. I wish the best for them, but at the same time,
I don't.
I wish the best for them. But at the same time, it's like, me personally,
I wish you the best.
wish you the best. But
I ain't praying on your downfall.
nah,
but
I ain't. Look,
I ain't taking the
I
high
wish the
road
best
out.
for you, but at the same
I
time,
don't care what you go
just
through after me.
you just wasn't for me, and I wasn't for you.
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
both
I
were just
chalk
too
it up to
early.
that. I
You
ain't
know what I'm
wishing you the
saying? So
best.
it's like, but at the same time, when you actually take time to yourself to build yourself up and forgive and all that stuff like that,
You know
you're
what?
running
It's
into
funny
stuff.
that you say that because I feel like that vital thing is one of the things we often look over, and we often miss because we always
don't
trying to. We don't give ourselves time because we trying to jump from one to another because we're looking for what we didn't get in the last one in somebody else. So. We tend to jump from one relationship. You don't give yourself time. You may, a month or two may go by, but that ain't enough time to
need
truly
365.
heal.
I need 365.
Oh, yeah,
I
oh,
mean,
That's
yeah.
not enough time,
Me
and I
coming-
say that from experience.
Me too, because coming from a lesbian background, like they call us U-Haul lesbians because we jump from one
U-Haul?
one.
Is it
Like for
U-Haul?
real, cause we move on so quick. So
tough.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is the longest I've been single in my life.
You
So
dealing
I'm
with
great.
so many spirits
So
and
many
entities.
That you've already
ties, and I'm
encountered,
like, my
and you
God,
haven't had a
who
chance
am
to
I?
cleanse yourself out and
That's
get
true.
rid of
Like,
all
who
of
am
that.
I? What do I like?
How
It's
do
my-
you cleanse yourself out?
You take that time and you actually get to know yourself. Like you go
Take yourself
find
on a
out what
date.
you like. Yeah, go find out what you like. Take
Take a
yourself
walk.
on a date. Go out and have a little fun by yourself. Take some trips by yourself. Get that
And if
time
you're
to get to
spiritual
know
too,
you.
like you were praying, like Holy Spirit help me
Sure.
Yeah.
to be
Yes.
able to learn my identity in you, who you want me to be.
True.
I've
Yes.
attached my identity to so many
some-
people
True.
and so many things. It's confusing. I know I don't serve a God who's a God of confusion, so help me untangle all this entanglement I got myself into. So
Yeah.
how has the dating realm been for you, like the pros and the cons?
The pros is I'm gonna be rich, so if you ain't with me, it's your loss. Nah, the pros is basically what I had said earlier, like just me taking accountability. I think that's the pros for me. I think the cons was just like I did a lot of negative shit that I ain't gonna say I regret, but because I don't really live with regret. I just live with like, damn, be better, move smarter. So when karma or something happen, I ain't really like, man, why did it happen to me? It's like, okay, bro, you know what you was doing, you know what I'm saying? But
what goes around comes
overall,
back
like, it's just been an experience. It's still an experience to this day. Like, you know, even when I do get fully locked in, that's still gonna be an experience. But hopefully moving forward, there's more pros than cons, for sure.
No, for sure.
But that got everything to do with, you know, me and my personal journey.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're gonna have pros and cons regardless because no relationship is perfect, and you're gonna have to have some mistakes or some mess ups for you to learn and to grow stronger together.
I appreciate y'all honesty and y'all vulnerability. So this next question is, are y'all toxic? Do you consider yourself to be toxic? I'm going ahead and start it off. It started off the TOP. I have toxic traits deep down inside of me laying dormant. And if you just string on that guitar hard enough, I'm gonna act out. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm not. So I mean, I have toxic traits, and I just hope that I have enough self-control to keep it down.
Well,
So,
I don't.
What?
I don't have any.
You still look at how soft you talking.
Cause I mean, I'm being honest. I'm not that toxic chick. I ain't never even wanted to be.
I think my
Or even
background
thought
is
of
what
being.
made me
She
toxic.
fully healed. That's what that is. You're
So
healed.
somebody that's not healed is toxic?
I feel like, okay, possibly, but like you said, you can have like toxic traits. Do toxic traits make you a toxic person? That's
Nah.
also.
If you act
That's
on
not.
it,
That's not really
if
true
you,
though.
If you act on it.
I feel like this. I'm gonna steal your answer. I wouldn't consider myself toxic, but I do have toxic traits for sure. And like you said, if you fuck with me, and
You
I
push the wrong button, it's coming
see,
out.
you know what's crazy, because I went through an experience like last weekend, and I really felt bad because it's like I've been doing a lot of like self work, and a situation came and I did not handle it right, and I ain't gonna lie. You know how you could be putting in some work for so many months, and don't none of that mean nothing till it's game time. Like you see people, they go to church, they be fasting, they be praying. A situation come,
And that'll carry
forget
through
all
every
about
time.
it.
you forget all about
Yep.
it. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad for myself because it's like, I felt like, damn, what you been putting in all this work for? If you,
practicing. It's
yeah,
game
I've been
time.
practicing.
You
Then
focus on.
a situation came, and I folded, and I ain't liked it, and I really was down on myself for probably like a week. Then I just kind of like shook myself back, you know, picked myself back up. But then again, that's where it goes back. Are you toxic? I was like, nah, I don't think I'm toxic, but the traits and shit still there. I definitely
But you
need
gotta
to.
remember, it's a process.
Yeah, you
It's
right.
a process, and you're gonna have those moments where you mess up because you still in the process.
Yeah.
But you'll look back and a situation may come up again, and you're gonna respond different because of the last time you know what you
Yeah.
did. You know.
'cause I-
So
you
when
so
you
real.
look at that, you're like, you know what? This is how I responded the last time when this similar situation come up. I'm not gonna do that.
I ain't gonna be defeated
No more.
again.
It won't win this time.
Like I'm healing. I
You
ain't
have-
healed. I
you
still
have
beat
more
your ass.
self-control.
Nah,
Yeah, you right. You
You
right.
still have more self control, you know, as you continue to water that
Yeah.
particular trait about
It takes
yourself.
time though, man. Like it takes time. Like healing is a process. Like it's a journey, and it's probably for the rest of your life because something always gonna pop up. And it's like, yeah, we can pray, we can fast, we can read our word, we can go to church and all that stuff. I've been in church for the past couple of years now, and it's like, yeah, but I still get tried. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, the church is for you to heal, to come together, to learn the word of God, and go out the world and to go dominate. Yeah. That's it. Like so sometimes we don't take what we learned out there in the playing field. Like this is the playing field. The world is the playing field. And you're gonna get tried. You're gonna be tried, but it's like it's gonna strengthen you as you keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
So it's,
I can definitely attest to that because all of my relationship stories, I don't really have no men relationship stories. I'm an ex-lesbian, but now I'm covered in the blood, been covered and redeemed.
I'm delivered.
I am delivered.
I don't like girls
I
anymore.
don't like
I
girls
seen
anymore.
the whole journey.
I like men. You seen the whole journey, but I said all that to say this. Let me put them. When I had them slugs in, 6 top, 6 bottoms, I was so toxic. I had it on my mind. I put
was
them
ready,
on
huh?
for validation because I know it's like a spirit came over me. Like I'm that nigga.
You feel like you was somebody
I
else.
was that nigga. I was.
She come to me
As a
talking about, you
nigga that
see,
where all goes, I can attest to that.
Anybody
When
that
I put
got-
them goals
it
in,
make you look
it's a
different.
different person,
Mentality
so
change.
that toxic just come up out
Yeah,
of me.
yeah,
Period.
yeah.
So-
She came to me talking about something. Man, you see my edge up? Man, I want to see your edge up. Boy, I ain't talking about her edge up, bruh.
Listen, but God, bro, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. But listen, the next question is, well, no, I want to go off the thing for a little minute and ask y'all, when did y'all lose y'all virginity?
Ooh.
And why is it like? Why was it a? Friend, you ain't gotta answer this if you don't want to.
I will.
Okay.
Nah, I will though. I was 11.
Who?
Wow.
damn, you got raped.
No. No.
11?
Yeah, I was 11.
Damn.
But the thing is, man, what I can say is the reason why I could talk about this stuff because I accepted it. I'm not ashamed of it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I was 11 years old, and it's like growing up as a kid, like you can attest to my parents. They could say like, yeah, he was a curious little boy, and it was just like watching pornography, like 9. Being around the environments I grew up in, my older brothers, and just being around certain things, and it's just like it caused me to fall into the stuff like that.
Kills the cat.
Kills the cat, baby.
And it's like, and that's something I struggle. Like, I ain't never drank in my life. I never smoked my whole life. But one thing is, females was my
you got
problem.
that butt.
Yeah.
That was my problem.
I think we are all men. We
all struggle
we all
somewhere.
struggle with, I'm
So
talking
there's
with the
there's-
women.
And that's why I asked, because I'm coming into this new
11.
world of,
Crazy.
being a woman and dressing feminine and being feminine, and like the men kind of like me now. 'Cause I look okay.
But they been liking you.
Listen, and I'm just
Yeah, they liked you. Then you became one of them. They're like, oh, damn, I got to chill now. Here she.
Yeah.
Like, I got to
said-
chill now.
Yeah, she one of
I meant
those.
to say, like the attention I'm getting, I'm just trying to figure out like men and stuff. So I
How to
wanna know.
navigate it.
Yeah,
So it's like,
that's the question that I have. Like, when did y'all lose y'all
I
virginity?
lost.
'Cause that's important to me.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a late bloomer. I lost my virginity at 17, but I used to lie about it. You know, being in the hood, being that old,
The boys
and
stuff.
that's old if you ain't.
You used to say
You said 17?
17.
This one of my
14,
friends.
15.
No, wait, hold on. Wait.
I used to lie
You
about
used
it.
to say you
Wait.
was 15 when you
Listen.
did.
Listen,
When I
y'all.
was 15, I was saying I was fucking, but I wasn't.
One of my friends said y'all slept together. She was lying. Oh, we ain't friends no more, but go ahead. She said y'all.
Anyways,
She said y'all did it.
I mean, I ain't no telling when that happened though.
You wasn't no 17.
Yeah, it was a lie. If it was before 17, it's a lie. If it was out 17, I probably struck
Okay.
a string
So
of
why did you
striker.
feel like you need to lie about it?
Cause everybody else was.
with
See,
the
the thing is, they probably was lying about it too.
They was lying
They
the
probably
whole
was, but I'm
time.
like, man, hell
Was it
yeah.
locker-
and,
every
and,
line,
and I used
bro.
to, I had a go-to lie. They be like, man, say who you done smell? I be like, she go to Texas. You know what I
They called out the way. Boy, you
mean? She go to Texas, man. You don't even know her.
With a straight face.
With a
Straight
straight
face.
face. All right,
Nah,
if she go to
facts.
Texas, you don't even know her.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been around. But
Yeah.
you was asking a real good question. So you're saying
Really,
like,
for real, though.
so he's like, how do you know how to pick and where you need to
Yeah,
be?
because
Like
my
whatever.
man is not gonna be no bone. I got a
But-
checklist. I ain't even give it
Of
to
course,
y'all.
you want a man of God, right? You want a
Period.
man. All right. So, man, the question is crazy. When I talk, but the question I want to ask you is, how tender are you?
Huh?
How tender are you?
Like a chicken strip?
Like, how tender are you?
I don't elaborate. What
Like when you was in your lesbian phase, and you kind of
still-
did you take the role of the dude?
you
so-
see me.
I'm saying it's still a question though. Like you take the role, like the masculine role. So now you back in your
Feminine
feminine way. So how tender are you?
as a woman.
Like, or do you even know that yet?
I don't understand.
all right,
the
friend.
question.
All right, so
Okay, so friend.
I'm
what-
emotional.
No.
Does that matter?
So,
Do you be trying to be big spoon or little spoon?
so
I ain't gonna
you
cap
know,
though. I
I
still
honestly
want to
don't
be.
feel like she's discovered that yet, and that's just from me because I do life with her, so I really know, kind of her ins and outs, her day in, her wake up or go to bed, pretty much. But I feel like she ain't quite discovered that yet because she pretty much done kicked everybody to the curb. Anybody that even try to talk to her, if you say the wrong thing, you out of there.
You know what I think you need?
Don't say nothing dumb.
Nothing dumb. On some real shit. Just some platonic relationship with men, just to be in your circle, they'll tell you, hey, you know what I'm saying? Give you our perspective, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, you got to kind of ease yourself back into this. This ain't nothing
This
you...
ain't something you can just
Yeah,
rush
you ain't
to.
trying to, yeah. So you need like a platonic friendships with men.
No,
you know
for
what I'm
real.
saying? You got them. We grew up together, so shit.
I talk to you all the time, but like when the reason why I asked you that question is because for me, the woman I got came on accident because I had a prayer. So I prayed. I said I was reading Genesis about Adam, and God took the rib out of him, right? And I was like, Lord, send me the woman, send me my rib that you had made for me. And then what happened was, it just a thought came to me, was like, do you know the process of making ribs? So yeah, you take the raw rib, you take that membrane off, you wrap it in foil, put season on it, wrap it in foil, and you put it through fire, and you let it cook and let it get tender at a certain degree, right? But y'all ain't listen to what I just said though. You take the woman, which is a rib, and then you rip the old thing off of her, and then you put her
Then they
through
gotta go through
seasons.
something.
You
Come
put
on,
seasons
Pastor.
on.
Through that
Then God
fire.
said He's gonna cover her, and then gonna put it through the fire, so she gotta get tender enough through the fire. So once he's presented to man, you'll know that
Finger
like
looking good.
it
You don't
be
even need
presented
no
to man.
sauce.
Now
Well,
she
she'll
can
be
understand
softer
You
him.
don't need no
She
sauce.
can be his helpmate.
She can know
She
her
not gonna
role
judge
in the
him what he went
relationship.
through. She's gonna really help him through the downfall. Cause my lady know everything. She know everything I went through, and she's like, I'm here for you. I could be vulnerable. I can cry. I can be here. I can tell her my weaknesses. And she was like, she's speaking my leadership. She's like, hey, I see you as a great leader because of the fire that she's been through and the prayer. And that's why I asked you, how tender are you?
Okay, I'm gonna do a rain check. Because I don't know. I'm
there
just
yet.
trying
It's
to
cool.
And that's why I said,
And that's
I don't
why I asked you.
Still figuring it out.
That's why I asked you,
It's a
how
process.
tender are
It's
you?
still so weird
So-
for me. Like, this is just, I'm just enjoying me and God right now. That's it.
It become natural. It'll come natural.
Yes, I ain't rushing nothing for real. I'm just fine.
It'll come.
So listen, my next question, I don't know how y'all got on me.
No, well,
Don't do
because
that.
we get to ask you questions.
Yeah, I do. So how do y'all feel about like the love languages, which is physical touch,
like that.
quality
That's my stuff.
time, acts of service, words of affirmation,
gifts.
gifts, quality time, physical touch, words of affirmations, acts of service. Like, how do y'all feel about that? As it pertains to like relationships.
We all got it.
It's important.
that's
Are you
very
asking
important.
us what is our love language?
Yeah.
Or I know mine is physical
Mine's
touch.
physical touch.
Like I love to
Y'all
like
nasty.
No, that's just the thing. Like
I do. Like I like laying up. That's me.
cuddling, like
And I'm pretty sure the other shit, falling between them lines. But words of affirmation. I'm gonna tell you what's mine. Like what really get me. Like if I tell you my goals and you just as excited about my goals
yeah, for sure.
as I am, that send me through the roof right there. Cause you know what I'm saying. You know how you ever like fuck with somebody. You tell them something and then they probably forgot what you told them a week ago. It's like, I'm trying to get this going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to, and they ain't even really just attentive to what you telling them. So, like, I take that. And then I also know, like, the importance of a woman. When you got the right woman by your side, you tell her your goals, like, she'll take that and damn near, if she the right woman, turn you into the man you need to be to go
she
and
gonna push
get
you
your
towards it.
goals.
That's
it.
true.
So if you about my goals like I'm about them,
Yo.
that's already a leading sign to that. So I'll be all in with that.
No, for
That
sure.
turned me on. For real.
So for mine, I
real.
think mine is words of affirmation. Second thing is quality time, then physical touch. Cause first of all, like I walk around, I don't really want to be touched like that. Don't you touch me? I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? That's my attitude. But it's like first, it's like if you could speak into me based off my worth and my value, and then secondly, she's speaking pretty good. Let me go ahead and spend some time with her. Now I can spend time with her. Then it leads into like physical touch and all the other stuff. But that's how I am. Like words of affirmation is always something for me because it's like even though like I had people in my life, but it's like I wasn't really spoken to about like building me up. Yeah. So I had a lot of doubts in myself and a lot of encouraged, like not be discouraged a lot, but yeah, that's my love languages. So
my love language is quality time because I just love spending time
with your man.
With my man.
Here we go.
I love spending time with
y'all.
him because
Listen, I'm being quiet.
Don't put your disclaimer out there.
She rushed through my head one time to get to her man. You don't remember that, do you? I do.
You rushed through that woman's head?
She said,
for your
man,
man?
I got a hairy dip. She got
You a good woman.
Oh, man.
I
told you tender, bro.
You a good woman.
Because I feel like that's important. And I'm the type that
Tender.
I give
You the
out
type.
what I
You the
want
type.
in
If your
return.
man was like, "I'm finna go cut grill," you would just go enjoy his company
I'm
while
finna
he
go
cut.
sit on the lawn.
On the lawnmower,
Okay.
in the
I'm
yard.
finna-
Get that man some water. You know what I'm saying?
I'm finna have all that ready for you.
I fuck with that.
Your towel to wipe that sweat.
I fuck with
like,
it.
yeah,
But
like
I
this.
think another thing this generation of women really need to pay attention to is what they say to men. Like you said, words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Yes,
true.
'cause that
Man, what
matters.
you tell your man is what he will become. Now I
is
know
it.
us.
My
us
pastor say man
Prince or punk.
you
which one
got
you
two
speak to?
men. My
Yeah.
pastor say you got men got two things in them: a prince or a punk. How you speak to
go
him?
in. She
is-
don't even know.
Who?
I said I was finna go in, baby.
I
I was finna go in. I'm telling you though.
I had to say that.
Yeah, nah,
one guy.
for real, nah.
Real
yeah.
though, like you gotta be careful. And I know as men, we do some shit.
Facts.
And I put it like this. You either gonna stay and be forgiven and get through it, but you can't stay and just throw the shit in his face. You gotta
There you go.
choose because
Yeah,
once
yeah.
you start throwing these type of words in his face and he start becoming that, I'm telling you, it's gonna be it ain't gonna work in your favor because that's where and I say that to say this. I remember like my last relationship when I was wilding, I'd be out, you know what I'm saying? Female probably like come try to fuck with me, or, you know what I'm saying? You know, we just kicking shit, and then it'll be that option of where it could lead there, or I could just be cooling. In my mind, my girl already done told me I ain't shit and how I'm for everybody.
And that's what
So you
pushes
might as
I'm,
well
you
just
I'm
to
do
thinking,
it.
I'm thinking, I'm
Yeah.
like, shit. Well,
Yeah.
if I do fuck off, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be doing nothing. I like shit. This is what you know what I'm saying. But then that's when and I noticed during your healing journey, you gotta identify who you are to yourself. Like, so even though
That's just
you done heard them
don't mean
words.
That's what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are,
yeah.
or who you are.
But that's something I didn't discover in my later days. But I noticed though in my old relationship, I'm like, man, I'm finna fuck off. My girl think the worst of me anyway.
I'ma
She
redo
tell
it.
me I ain't shit. So if I go fuck off, I'm just being what. That's why I say you gotta speak power over your man.
That's
like
good.
tell him like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, like you that nigga. Like
But I got a question though. But what if you get a man or you have your significant other that's still partially damaged, and you try to be that person that's being
to help
encouraging and have positive words, and then it's like you hitting a brick wall every time.
I mean, I
Every
fuck
time.
with
You
it,
in the good
but
one.
when you at this day and age, your best bet is to let somebody go heal themselves, unless you willing to ride it out with a damaged person, and that's cool too. You know, that might be your cup of tea,
Anything's
but
possible.
you know what I'm saying. I don't think it's nobody's job to heal nobody.
They
That's
can't.
a,
You can't hear. You can't
Yeah,
hear
so
nobody.
you cannot.
if you saying stuff
And it
like
ain't
that
working.
and they just ain't getting it, it's just some internal shit that they got to deal with by themselves.
But it's like how you enter the relationship is how it's gonna be. So you gotta be careful how you pick him too, because if he start off like a certain way, like he want to talk about how fine you are and want to take you out and do this and that, boys get complacent easy.
that
You know
same
what I'm saying?
energy.
They
Keep
you
that
gotta
same
you gotta
energy.
see that stuff early though,
Yeah.
because it's
Keep that
like
same
energy.
because you gotta hit them questions out early. If he was brick wall in the beginning, he always gonna be like that. Like you can't change nobody, like he said. So it's
cannot
like
change people.
so it's like you gotta pay attention in the beginning. Some people get so caught up in just this romance and going here, take it out, doing this stuff. Oh, we feel good together, but by 6-8 months, y'all tired of each other because that stuff dies out. So I just feel like me and my lady, we talk. I'm like, hey, look, this is what I deal with. How do you feel? She's like, this is what I deal with. I deal with this in my last relationship. For real, why that happened to you? Why you choose that? I ask a lot of questions. We talk.
Nah, for real.
So when you don't talk
get to know
and you just let this going out and going to the movies, the movie watching y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all have to communicate.
Right.
So my next question is, what is the make or break in a relationship for y'all?
Dang.
I would say, for me, I ain't gonna say cheating because I understand cheating from both sides because I've been a cheater and I've been cheated on. So I ain't gonna say that's the make or break for me. The make or break for me is just instability. Like, you've shown me a pattern of just like you unstable.
Mm-hmm.
And as women,
Inconsistency.
You want to be
desire
consistent.
security and
True.
just, the closeness of knowing I can trust you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the make or break for me.
Well, for me, it's inconsistency.
Yeah.
Because
The
because
mirrors.
it is you gotta be that person that's gonna be continuing to do what you've been doing, or just be straight across the board. Like,
But when
back
do you
and
say
forth.
when though? Like when do you cap it off? Like, okay, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know, because
Cause we didn't. That's the question that we.
For me,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, because that's something that I struggle with, because I'm the type of woman that I'm still learning
I don't throw in no tabs. I stay
myself,
until
and
it's
I
over.
hang in there.
No, for real.
I hang in
Tooth
there
and nail.
till nail.
You gonna ride by your man.
Gonna stick
Stick
beside him.
him.
And that's just
That right there is
How-
toxic.
well, it
That's
depends.
dangerous, man.
what's
You hurt
crazy?
yourself.
Now that you asked that question, because like I said, I had an answer to these questions because I rehearsed them last night with my shorty.
But I told you wasn't gonna say that, right?
Nah, but the fact that she say that make or break. Now I thought I ain't ever left nobody. I be staying until I get left. Like, even when I know I got 10 signs, I got a
Same.
million signs,
Same.
bro. Get the fuck up out that relationship. I'm still just gonna stay. So I can't even say what a break. You know what
Cause
I'm
you
saying?
done broken. You still
See, that's
stuck.
what I'm
I
saying.
be I done
don't
got
have no
problem
answer.
still
That's
there.
toxic.
That is.
But you're healing.
I'm healing, but I still
Healing.
So what's the make or break for you, Devonte?
Man, look, don't bring your past situations, what you been with the last boy, on me. I ain't do nothing to
That's
you.
good.
Like, don't bring your jokes. Like, bro, first of all, I ain't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is like, well, my last boy did this to me. I ain't do that to you.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't showed no evidence of something that I done, but I remember one time in a relationship, it's just like I had to fight against not what I done, but what 50 other boys behind her did. And that's mental. That's a mental thing. That messes the man. Then your affirmation. I'm affirmation too. So you know that right there is, well, I feel like this and I feel like that and this and that. And it hurts me as a man. And I'm like, dang.
Time to take out somebody else's trash.
Take somebody else's
See,
stuff.
I'm
But at the same
toxic.
time, he's like,
I'm toxic because usually I'm the dude that send the females to the guys like that.
So listen, we finna get ready to wrap up. So
Not no more,
this last question
Yeah, go
is,
ahead.
what is your craziest relationship experience? And I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna get it off the top.
craziest.
Keep in mind, I was a lesbian. I'm no longer identified.
We just
as
gonna
that.
say you're versatile.
No. Because then people think I'm a
They
stem.
gonna still think you got something to do with that.
I denounced that lifestyle.
Shut down.
No. But this is.
But that's the only thing you got to refer to right
I don't think I
now.
got to
No,
refer
all right,
to
go
right
ahead, go
now.
ahead, yeah, go
and
ahead.
you in this story, be quiet.
No, for real though. Go ahead. Oh wait.
I was messing with this girl. I had my fiance at the time. I was messing with this girl, and she was at my house. Or my fiance had moved out or whatever. She came. He was my neighbor at the time. Me and the girl laid up in the house. I go to take her home because something happened to her car. Bruh, all my tires on flat. I didn't notice until we hop in the car rolling. I heard doop. She said, your tires on flat. I said, oh my God. He had to take us home. We had to take the girl. I appreciate you.
No, bro.
I thank you. That's my toxic.
Well, she knocked on my door, bro, and said, bro, guess what? I said, what? She'll put my tires on flat. I said, you lying, boy. All four of them.
Oh,
All four.
Yeah, that's my.
Then came back acting like nothing happened.
act like nothing happened.
Act like she ain't do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
Damn.
yeah, so that's one of my
Stopped
crazy.
you in your
facts.
tracks.
That's one of my crazy stories. So what's one of your crazy stories?
Oh man, shoot. I remember this one time I was talking to this girl, and she's had these random like, I don't know if I could do it anymore. You know how they do that type of stuff. Listen, snap. I said, what? Yeah, and she just act like she was gone. I was like, all right, bet.
Like gone, like dead.
Like not gone. Like act like she didn't want to talk to me no more. At all, just random. And then next I like, all right, I texting them. This is my toxic part coming out. Oh, so you ignore me, huh? Gonna pull up on you. She lived by like an hour away. I drove out there to the house. She out there with a dude. And she, go get in the car. The dude going around, walked the dude. I said, hey, Lou, man, ain't got no problem with you. You good. Walked over there talking to her. Went back and drove off.
Man, you got some good self-control.
I do.
He came from a 2-parent household though. Cause me and you, well, we would have cut up.
Shit.
Oh, what? Well, my parents ain't together, but
Well,
yeah, it's two parents of both households.
Floyd Mayweather came from a 2-parent household.
No, yeah, so they ain't.
I just say you got some good self-control.
But I don't let nothing make me act out of character, bro.
My
Like,
thing is, once
for
I got
real,
this thing, once I get started, I can't turn back. So if I done drove all the way, plus I'm seeing, I'm gonna go ahead and go with my move.
You gonna see it
He's
through.
gonna just
I'm
sit there,
gonna see it through. I'm
I'm
already over here.
Yo.
I ain't drive for nothing.
We gotta do it.
So what's one of your crazy relationship stories?
Damn.
Since this topic is all things relationships,
Crazy.
His boy said, pick wisely.
Cause there's so many to choose from.
talk about how your window.
Ooh.
Cause the window, and I mean,
Bro, I feel like that was some hoe ass shit though.
y'all, the window. Listen, it's a big old like she took a bed and just like his front window.
How the fuck was you there?
Did you do it? I'm looking at it.
I feel like that was some hoe ass shit though, because it's like my ex pulled up as if I was hiding who I was fucking with,
Oh,
so I didn't understand. Like I understood her being mad and feeling away,
For sure.
but like, damn, you gonna go to the extreme, and this what made me mad. My little brother and them, he gonna come in the room, tell me something. Hey, you need to go check your car. I'm like
on Friday.
yeah, I'm like, so I went outside. I'm like, damn, y'all just gonna let her walk through y'all and do it.
That's some Friday stuff.
That shit was crazy. But I'm and then it was like a week or two later, you know what I'm saying? You still fucking with me.
I can't. I'm done.
That boy
Go ahead, tell your
that
story.
boy like crazy, boy.
It's still working.
I used to. I'm healing.
Yo.
Ain't on.
So for me,
It's funny.
I was going through my divorce at the time. I was married, was together with my kid's dad for 17 years. We were married for 13 of those 17 years. And so it just got to the point where it just was no longer. And so we went through the divorce process, and during that process, he moved out, and I stayed where we were staying at together. And I ended up seeing one of my older friends that I was with prior to me being with him.
This the plate when you fix the plate.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. That
No.
was funny though.
So
Dang.
I ended up,
That's tough.
having my friend guy come over, whatever. And I got up the next morning. He got ready to go to work, and
I don't know what
he went
happened.
outside, and his tires was on flat on his car, and he had drove his cousin's vehicle to my house. And he walked out there, and 2 of the tires on that vehicle was on flat. So he come back in the house. He's like, my tire's on flat. And I'm like, huh? So I walk outside. I looked, his 2 tires on the flat. I come back around, my tire's on flat. I said, wait a minute, what the hell?
He's stabbing
I
everything.
know you lying.
That boy dangerous.
So we figure out, okay, go down the sidewalk, get my sister's car. I take him to his house so he could get in his car, because his cousin's car was what he drove to my house. His tires was on flat at his house.
Damn, who was you dating? Wolverine?
No. Who was I married to? Like that woman said, who
That
did
nigga
I
stab
marry?
everything.
Literally,
That
he
boy
had
dangerous,
slashed
man.
my tires, the vehicle that he had drove to his house, and then went to, he had been
That boy
stalking me.
following, slashing
He had
tires,
been stalking
boy.
me and knew everywhere I was going. And that's how he knew to go to his house to slash the tires on his car. I was like, I know.
That thing got some.
He had done went
Girl,
to
you
my
gotta be
neighbors and
careful.
had paid them to cover up their videos and everything.
Oh no, I can't.
See, I'm glad I ain't
Well,
never
listen,
been that.
listen,
I can't do that. I don't want nobody to hurt my
They cut the
child.
cake.
That's too
I ain't
much.
went
That's
down
too
that
much.
That's,
road.
you
I
gotta
ain't
let
got
too
that
many
kind of
replacements.
energy.
You
Like,
gotta let
why
that
would
go.
you want to take somebody's transportation? I'm transporting your kids.
Niggas don't care.
He said, again.
But yeah,
No, my
that's
motto.
my
I want my family back.
craziest experience. Because who would have ever thought?
No, for sure.
Well, listen, I just want to thank y'all again for being a part.
No problem.
Again, I'm going to pass it to you because you have an awesome, dope clothing brand that I want you to...
For sure. Yeah, I'm Devonte Hamilton. My clothing brand is Tribe Culture International. It's a faith-based clothes brand. It's powered by the 7 of the Holy Spirit, by the kingdom of God. Tribe Culture, man, came way back in 2017, actually.
Yeah.
I created it a long time ago. I just never done nothing with it. And then a friend of mine put it on a hat for me, and it opened my eyes up to like what it could be.
It can really be
So it's like, so the Tribe Culture comes from Revelation 7, verse 9 to 10. Yeah. It talks about a tribe of many nations and many tongues were draped in white robes and having palm branches in their hand, and they all come together saying salvation belongs to our Lord. And the basis talk about a tribe, and talk about a culture. That means the culture of heaven and the kingdom. Mm-hmm. And then the 7 is the number of God. So it's a spiritual, that means completeness in the spirit. So I put it all together. So tribe and the culture is inside the 7. So that means inside the kingdom of God. So that's what I did. So I got like Nation Depth is another, I got it from Gallery Depth. That's a very famous brand, but I created Nation Depth. I got the 7 brand. I got an olive branch on one that's a patch. Yeah. I'm working on, sweats, sets, all type of stuff. So there's gonna be some stuff going on. But I enjoy it, man. Tribe culture been blooming lately. I've been doing different like interviews, and now I'm on another podcast. So like for the past,
So what's your website too?
The website is
CashDrop.
cashdrop.com/7 Tribe Culture.
Yeah, I would definitely put that in the description. Listen, this man swore he gonna be rich one day, but I just hope that he.
No, for sure.
No, I'm talking about him. You gonna be rich too.
You too.
No,
I just
We
hope
gonna
that,
be rich.
So, Mr. Ticket, go ahead and do your little one too.
I don't really got a brand. I'm just really promoting me right now.
Okay.
Zayy Ticket. I actually got some music on the way. It sounds crazy saying that because I always said I wouldn't be this type of person to even. But anyway, just be looking out for something with Zayy Ticket on it. It don't even matter if you see it, run to it. And that's all I got to say about that.
Well,
for sure.
Listen, I just want to thank y'all for tuning into the Grace to
fixed
Gardens.
window shield.
Yes, please get that together. Thank y'all for joining the Grace to Gardens podcast. Remember, everything makes for a good story, and we know that all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord. Romans 8:28. That's our base scripture. Listen, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Lastly, if you need prayer for anything, text prayer to 903-733-7727. 903-733-7727. We'll be more than happy to stand in agreement with you. This has been great. Thank y'all. And we out.
Peace.
Peace.